Hello everyone. Welcome to this masterclass on mastering MS Excel. I am Tejas Thakur, Head of Sales Trainings at Kotak Mutual Funds. In this course, which is Mastering MS Excel, we are going to look at 22 different topics on MS Excel. In the last couple of weeks, you must have gone through 4 different video modules. In this week, we are going to cover retirement planning. So welcome to the 5th module of our 22 module series. And this module is going to be on retirement planning. So retirement planning is known as level 3 calculations. Why? There's a reason to it. When you put data into the system, you get your first answer, which is level 1. That answer is used as an input for the second level calculations. The answer of level 2 is used as an input for level 3 calculations. Hence, it is considered as a level 3 calculation. So let's look at an example here. Mr. Shenoy's current family expenses are 50,000 rupees per month. He would retire in 20 years from now. His current age is 40 years, retirement age being 60 years, and the life expectancy is 80 years. You have advised him SIP in mutual funds for 20 years, asked him to park the corpus in debt funds and start an SWP from that for the next 20 years. Expected rate of returns in equities is 12% and debt is 8%. Inflation during the working life is 7% and it is 6% during the retired life. What would be the SIP amount required to be done today to achieve this goal? Now, if you see a few things here, first and foremost, you have to assume a certain expected mortality age of the customer. How do you do it? Basically, by checking in his family or in his grandparents' family, what is the average age at which people have passed away. Based on that, you'll come to know the approximate expected mortality age. The next point which we see here is that the inflation is different in working life and retired life. Why? Because inflation has a component which is known as lifestyle related inflation, which is normally around 0.75 to 1.5%. So post-retirement, that inflation is not going to be there. Hence, we consider inflation to be slightly lower, which is 0.75 to 1.5% lower as compared to your normal inflation, expected inflation. So let's do the calculations here. The present value given to us is 50,000. 20 years is the NPO. Rate is 7%. So we need to find the future value of expenses. That is what we're going to do here. Now, an important thing here is that I'm going to look at the monthly expenses as PV only, not PMT. Why? Because I want to find out the monthly expenses in the future as well. So let's do the calculation. Is equal to FV bracket open FX. Let me take it to this side for your convenience. The rate is given to me as 7%. NPOR is given to me as 20. PV is given to me as 50,000. Type is not given, so 1. Let's put the sign conventions minus here. The rest is perfectly fine. My answer is 1,93,484. This is the future value of the 50,000 expenses which was there per month. Let's go forward. Okay. Now, what we need to find out is what corpus is required if I want to have an annuity of 1,93,000 per month. Now, one more important point here is that in the retirement phase, there are going to be 2 rates which are going to act opposite to each other. The first rate is the growth rate, which is the rate of returns of the debt funds. The second is the inflation rate in the post-retirement phase. So as we discussed in the earlier videos, we will calculate the real rate of returns. So let me calculate that for you here. Remember the formula? It is 1 plus the nominal rate divided by 1 plus the inflation rate, the entire thing minus 1. Okay, I'm going to convert this into percentage format. Right? Now, having done this, let's go ahead and find out the present value. That is the corpus required. So is equal to PV, bracket open, FX. Rate is this. Number of years is 20. PMT is this amount which I want. It will be plus because I want a positive cash flow. Future value is not there. Type is 1. Now let's make the adjustments which we want to make. This is monthly PMT. So N per will be in months multiplied by 12. Rate will get divided by 12. Okay. So my answer is minus 3.87 CR. Now, why is this minus? Is because if I pay this money, then I'm going to get the annuity. Now we want to find out what is the SIP required to achieve this corpus. So the future value is plus 3.87 CR. N per is 20 years. Rate of returns is 12%. What I need to find out is SIP means PMT. So let's calculate it. Is equal to PMT, bracket open, FX. Rate is 12%. N per is 20. PV is not there. The future value is this amount. Now, just remember, we have taken the plus of this value. Type is 1. Now, let us do the adjustments because it's monthly. N per multiplied by 12. Rate divided by 12. So my answer is minus 38,748. Why minus? Again, because I'm going to make an investment. Now, what do you understand by this entire example? If I invest or start an SIP at the rate of 38,748 rupees, and that investment grows at the rate of 12% for 20 years, I will land up creating a corpus which is 3.87 CR. If I deploy that corpus at a 8% debt fund returns, and the inflation is assumed to be 6%, then I will start getting a monthly annuity for the first year of 1,93,484 rupees. This will grow by 6% in the second year. It will again grow by 6% in the third year, and it will continue for the next 20 years. This 1.93 lakh rupees is nothing but the future value of 50,000 rupees inflated at 7% for 20 years. So we've been able to calculate an inflation beating annuity in the future. So this brings me to the end of the session video. You can get in touch with us for general queries on kmmc.trainingqueries@kotak.com. If you want to have a copy of this Excel sheet, mark a mail to tejas.thakur@kotak.com and mention the video for which you want the recording to be shared with you, the Excel file to be shared with you, right? You can also be a part of our broadcast groups on 9619510328. You can send a normal message stating that you want to be a part, and we will incorporate you there. Since you're already on the channel, please subscribe to this channel and also click the bell notification icons so that any further updates on these videos, you'll be immediately notified. So thank you once again for viewing this video. See you in the next video very soon.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.